Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Glory Hunter here at Chelsea, of course, in the Premier League. We are continuing where we left off in the previous episode after those 4 wins, 3 in the Premier League and kicking off the Champions League campaign. Once again facing Inter Milan, we beat them 4-0 at the Bridge, and it was rounded off by a lovely Ben Chilwell goal. We kick off today's episode with a West London derby at home against Tottenham, who are struggling to start the season off, just the 4 points on the board. But it is a London derby, so you never really know what you are going to get from these games. So you've got 4 games in today's episode to round out the month of September. Again, 3 in the Premier League and 1 in the Champions League away in Switzerland as we face FC Basel. So let's jump into the first one today against Tottenham at the Bridge. Let's get it. Right then, guys, kicking off at the Bridge, Matheus Cunha, former player of ours. This guy seems to pop up everywhere we go, man. And these sorts of games are the ones that, as Chelsea manager, can make or break you. If you get big wins against local rivals, the fans are going to love you. Here we come down the left early on with Marcus Rashford. We're at full strength today. And Rashford finds Enzo Fernandez. Osimhen, who's been amongst the goals. Round the corner to Kai, still looking for his first, and he's got it. Kai Havertz off the mark for Chelsea this season. We've been waiting for his first goal, and what a time to get it for the German. I love this guy in real life. He struggled in his first couple of years at Chelsea, but I hope he still comes good. It's Kai Havertz who compiles the misery on Spurs at the start of this year. First goal of the season, hopefully that gets him off and running. Fagioli, Cunha's on the run. Matheus Cunha, big save from Ramsdale. He scored some goals against us, Matheus, and there is the half-time whistle. Despite me saying their defence was a bit ropey, we've not really been able to create anything further since Havertz's early goal. We still lead by 1 at the break, but 1-0, Spurs are always in the game. Could do with a second to close this out. Can we make a quick start here in the second half as we did in the first? Here's Rashi down the left, finds Osimhen. Scored in every Premier League game so far to start off the season. Can he scratch one up here against Spurs? Reece James away from his man. Brilliant from the captain. Now Pedri has Vic in support. Osimhen on his left. Oh, just out of the reach of Rashford. Rudiger, really good defending. We're sustaining our attacks so well. Spurs can't get out. Here's Enzo away from Fagioli. Has Kai in support. Rolls it through to Kai Havertz. And King Kai, just like London buses, gets 2 in the same game after not scoring in his first 4 in the league. Brilliant from Enzo. That's why we brought him in, doing both sides of that midfield job. And Kai Havertz on his left peg smashes it past Georgie the Georgian, and Chelsea have a 2-0 lead and look set for 5 wins from 5 in the Premier League. Reece now coming forward. Enzo away from Kessie, got options. He'll come out to Pedri, who knocks it onto Reece James. Chance to cross, gets his ball into Rashford at the back post. And the English colleagues link up, and now we're running right. Now we're starting to score goals with this Chelsea team. It's Reece James to Rashford, and Chelsea have 3. And this is what I mean, the Stamford Bridge fans celebrating. James pokes the ball in. Emerson's not goal side, and Georgie can't get down. It's 3, and it's definitely game over now. Well, I've made a few subs, but with that Carabao Cup 3rd round tie coming up, we're going to play the kids in that one. So actually some of the starters can stay out there as they're going to get a rest. So Osimhen still looking for that goal, and Havertz looking for his hat-trick, which he might get here. Overruns it, but Osimhen couldn't quite get there. Tony steps in. Bertrand into Osimhen. Victor gets his goal, and Chelsea have 4 again, celebrating with the home fans. And he continues his run. It's now 5 consecutive games that Victor has scored him, looking to break Jamie Vardy's record of 11, I think it is. Long way to go to get there, but the rate he's going, you wouldn't put it past him. Vic scratches up again for what I think is his 6th league goal of the season. Reese finds Carney. Kai's been moved up top now, looking for the hat-trick. Kai into the penalty area. Havertz, big save. Bertrand picks it up. Now Pedri. Into Havertz again. It's off the post. Poor Kai Havertz. Well, Kai Havertz will get his standing ovation from the home crowd with about 30 seconds left to play. It's been a dominant display by the Blues, and there is the full-time whistle. Stamford Bridge erupts. What a victory against one of our biggest rivals, and we have been on fire to kick off this campaign. Manchester City might be favourites to retain their Premier League crown, but we are going to push them all the way. Kai Havertz with 2, 1 in either half, and Victor Osimhen continues his streak of scoring in every game so far this season. And it ends at Stamford Bridge. Chelsea 4, Spurs 0. After that impressive 4-0 victory, which now means it's back-to-back 4-0 wins for us, we also beat Leicester by 3-0, so clean sheets galore in the month of September. We've got a treble header of away games, first in the Carabao Cup away at Fratton Park, then we travel to the Amex to take on De Zerbi's Brighton, and then as I mentioned at the start of the episode, we travel to Switzerland in the Champions League. So this game against Portsmouth, the Carabao Cup, obviously not a game that we have to win for the sake of the series, but I am actually going to play it because I want to see Fratton Park. I don't think I've ever actually seen it in FIFA. It was added years ago now, where I think one of the devs was a Pompey fan. He's passed away, so they added Fratton Park into the game. This was when they first introduced all the Premier League grounds, so it was like the only sort of non-top flight ground in the game. Obviously, with promotions and relegations, there are more now, but I kind of want to travel to Fratton Park. We're gonna put the kids out, as it is the Carabao Cup. It's not even going to be the Resis; it's going to be the kids. So we'll go and play this one now. But I'm interested to see what Fratton Park looks like. All right, then, guys, we have arrived down south in Portsmouth for the Carabao Cup 3rd round tie. And see Fratton Park. It looks pretty awesome, to be honest. I mean, a lot of you will have already seen this, as it has been in the game for quite a while, but I don't think I've ever actually played at Fratton Park, so this is pretty cool for me. It should be a win. I would expect us to win, but we have put the kids out. The amount of -2s I saw when I was selecting the team was mental. So there's the Portsmouth team. Brexit 4-4 fucking 2. Gonna make it difficult for us in the rain. There is my team then. I mean, you can tell by the squad numbers that there's a lot of kids in. The only real players with any experience are Sanchez, Koulibaly, who captains the side, and Ivan Toney. Other than that, it is the kids. I would still expect us to win. You never know, we could be on for a cup set at Fratton Park. So I think it'd be so cool if, like, in FIFA, like, the atmosphere is really good in the stadium, but like in real life, Portsmouth would make this such a scrap. Like in the rain as well, it'd be such a tough game, and like that just doesn't happen in FIFA when you play. Even like little things like their players would be getting the crowd up, like maybe little spats and stuff between players if there's a bad challenge. You just never see it in FIFA. It'd be so cool if they implemented that. Here's Amari Hutchinson. Ben's one just wide of the post, but yeah, it'd be so cool if they had, like, even in like big derbies like that previous one against Spurs, the players or like the managers just scrapping on the sidelines. That'd be so awesome. But Portsmouth looking to cause us some issues here early on. Koulibaly with some defence. Neil does well. We've got fucking half the stand in our screen. What on earth is going on here then? It's like we're in the fucking ground spectating the game. What is this? I can't see anything. That was a weird glitch. It seems to have fixed itself now, but I think if we come down on this near side by the touchline, we're just going to get fucking done by the infrastructure of the ground. It is like being at a lower league ground where there's just like poles and parts of the fucking roof and the stadium in your view. Portsmouth survived the first few moments here. Shot comes in and Pompey take the lead. Oh dear. I said we'd throw the kids out and there could be a cup set, but this is poor, man. I'm sure I just heard a few chants of "Who are ya?" around Fratton Park. As Premier League Chelsea again, absolutely shown up. Here's Hutchinson again though, and maybe we won't be on for the cup set. That'll silence the home crowd. Amari gets his first goal of the season, and we're back on level terms. Boo, boring Chelsea. Ivan picks it up. We have been the better side in this first half. I would expect us to score more goals. Here's Harvey Vale into Rico Lewis, dinked into the middle, and it's good defending before Harvey could get there, but poor defending, and Harvey Vale unleashes a rocket into that top corner. Now, it's only the Carabao Cup, so I'm not really that arsed, but that is worth another look. One touch out of his feet and top bins from Harvey. Here they come again though, and Robert Sanchez forced into action. This is a thriller. Waiting for Rico Lewis down the right. He's got Ivan Toney in support. We could wrap up the game here, and that was a pass. Oh, that was a driven pass from Rico Lewis to Ivan Toney. And it's found its way into the bottom corner. That was genuinely a pass. Obviously, that's a driven pass to Ivan. The funny thing about that is I was literally just about to go, oh, Rico, like, what is that pass? And he's fucking picked out, that's a ridiculous save as well. He's not even moved his arm. He's picked out the bottom fucking corner. And I was just about to slate him for a shit pass. Ridiculous. There's the fucking stand again. Here come Pompey. Surely that's offside. It's not. And Pompey back in the game again. Hackett right before the break. Oh, Harvey. What is that, mate? Fucking done a Renato Sanchez and passed the ball to the fucking advertising board.
Sanchez. Well, it's not his half, is it?
It's been quiet compared to the first half. Here goes Ivan. He will want a goal. Ivan Toney smashes it in off the far upright and does get his goal. It's 4-2, and surely now Portsmouth won't have enough. Oh, it doesn't get any better for Portsmouth. We've just made a few subs just to freshen it up. And if anything, we've got even stronger than we were. Here's Amari down the right. Fucking board in the way. Soule's at the back stick, and it's 5. He scores with his first touch. Matthias Soule, brought in as a free agent, scores, I think, his first. Did he scratch against Milan? I'm not sure he did. Might have got an assist. Matthias, either his first or his second of the season. Here's Ivan again, away from his man. And this should be 6 for Ivan Toney, and it is. Not 6-4 Toney. He hasn't scored all 6, but it's our 6th, and Ivan gets it, his second of the game, and now it's just a matter of how many we will score. Fair play to Pompey, they gave it a go. Well, I know that Ivan will be desperate for that hat-trick. Here's Carney. There might be a chance for somebody else here. Jovanovic running through, and he scratches up his first of the season. It's 7 for Chelsea. There's Lewis Hall on the left into Ivan. Soule is away down the left, and he will have the pace and the fresh legs. Soule into Carney. Carney for 8. Sorry, Portsmouth. Oh, Soule's on. Look at the space for him. Matthias Soule has Carney in support, and now Elise for 9. Ivan will want to grab the 10th. Might not be him though. Might be somebody else. Oh, ref, you can't blow up there, ref. It's 9-2 the final score. Our biggest win is Chelsea, boss. But it doesn't quite top the 12 we got against Stuttgart with Bayer Leverkusen. They gave it a good go, Portsmouth, but we just had too much quality in that second half. Into the fourth round, I'm not sure whether I'll play it. It kind of depends who we play. Right, so I'm not sure if the EFL Cup, the Carabao Cup, or as I like to call it, the Haribo Cup, has the fourth round draw been made? Is it straight away? It is. We're away at Manchester City. Okay, yeah, maybe we can play that. We're probably the two favourites left in it. You've got United at home to Plymouth and Liverpool at home to Grimsby. A couple of other Premier League teams, but yeah, that's quite a big one against City. When does the fixture fall? So it'll be in October. So yeah, we'll try and play it in the next episode. We might have a slightly stronger team out, but there will be, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games in the next episode. Maybe we'll sim the Bournemouth game, but we'll see. Yeah, City in the Cup, it kind of has to be done. Like, us two teams are going to be going for like the 3 domestic competitions, so it'd be quite nice to beat them to one of them earlier on in the season. Man City at the Etihad in the fourth round. Right then, guys, South Coast again. We are away at the Amex at Roberto De Zerbi's Brighton. They're not having a great start to the season, but they did take a point away at the Etihad on match day 5. So it does give us a 2-point lead over City just at this sort of early stages of the season. Now, because we rested everyone in that cup game, it does mean that pretty much everyone for us is fit. You can see the Brighton team flashing through here. They've got some decent players. Diogo Costa in goal, Davide Fratesi, Evan Ferguson. Not sure how well he's developed in this career, but yeah, they've got a few decent players. We are at full strength. I would expect us to win this looking at the form table. Victor Osimhen looking for his 6th consecutive Premier League game that he will have scored in, looking to break Jamie Vardy's record. Can he get another today for the Blues? We're away at the Amex, up the Chelsea. I wouldn't say I'm necessarily forcing the ball to Osimhen, but especially in that last league game against Spurs when we were a couple of goals up, I definitely was. And here he goes. Can he get there? Not quite. Diogo Costa does well. Especially after we were a couple of goals up. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't looking for him more often. Obviously, he is the main sort of focal point of the team, so you'd expect most of the chances to fall to him. Kai Havertz flicks on well, and now here is the Nigerian Victor Osimhen looking for Rashford over the top. And now can he peg it back? He can. It's Pedri. And it's a brilliant finish on his left peg. Again, even there. I was looking to peg that back to Vic. That wasn't meant for Pedri. Here he goes again. Oh, I couldn't quite get around his man. Chile, little bit more power. Looking for Vic. And there is his goal. It is 6 in a row for Victor. And set piece FC strike again. Here comes Traore, the early substitute. All inside. Brighton looking to create something, but good defending. Not cleared though, and that should be a goal for the home side, and is. Silas with the goal. Danny Aarons would be loving it. And just before the break, we have given them a route back in. Really poor from us. Chilwell doesn't clear, and Silas couldn't really miss. Little throwback to the Quarry there as well, with Silas bagging the goal for those that watched the Quarry series on the channel. Quite a while ago now. It was one of the first walkthroughs that we did. What a game though. Class game. But we've given the ball away once again. Enzo losing out. It's just an absolute scrap out there. Ball played into Motta. It's the first real save for Ramsdale in this second half, but they're on top at the moment. Feels like the goal's coming. Tazy with Motta over for the short option. Enzo wins it initially. Rashford doesn't want to bring his man down. And it's pegged back and Wes gets a foot in. It's such a scrap. Again, it's not cleared. And now Benoit can find Carney. And it's been fucking carnage. But here comes Bertrand. Has Rashford in support, who taps it into the open net. And it does look like we will retain our 100% record and go 6 for 6, but we made real fucking hard work of this one. The pace on the counter makes a difference. Finds Osimhen. Holds it up, Vic. Needs some support though. Couldn't quite get the shot away himself. Now it's Enzo into Carney, and it is 4. We are so lethal, celebrating with the Chelsea travelling fans in that corner. And Carney's getting a lot of football and he's popping up with some goals. I really like his energy off the bench into that midfield. So guys, before we play this last game of the episode, I just wanted to spend a few minutes just touching on a quick subject, which is the match in-game sliders. Now, at the moment, the only sliders I've adjusted are the injury frequency and severity for the user, but we've been playing really well at the moment in-game, and I always used to play with sliders back in the day. I'm talking like FIFA 18, 19, 20, when I played career mode. And I am tempted, I think from the next episode, to just start fiddling around with the CPU sliders. Mine will all be left the same other than the injury frequency and severity, but I think I might start playing around with maybe not so much the speed, but like the shot error, the pass error, even like the goalkeeper ability, the marking, etc. So I just think I don't want this series to get stale, because like at Leverkusen, as fun as it was, we scored so many goals, but it did feel like in that last year, although the Bundesliga was quite tight, we won it relatively easily in the end. And I don't want it to get boring. I want it to be exciting, and it's much more exciting when there's a close title race. And like even the cups, it's kind of felt like, yeah, okay, we'll win the cup quite easily in each of the countries that we've managed in. Obviously the Serie A, we got to 2 cup finals, and yeah, we lost the second one, but it didn't really matter. In the Bundesliga, the first time when we played in the DFB Pokal, we won it. So I want to make it exciting still. I don't want it just to be, I wouldn't use the term easy, because like in that last game, Brighton put up a really good fight, but we still won it. We've won, I think, every single game this year since we came to Chelsea, in a season where there would have been like transitional periods and stuff. So yeah, I think going forward, as we're getting towards the end of the series as well, I don't want to drag it out and make it really long, but I also don't want to just win everything at a canter. So a little bit of an update. Let me know your thoughts down below if you have anything of interest to add, but they are my thoughts moving forward. As I say, let me know. We will jump into this game against Basel, and we will end the episode after that one, and then in the next one we'll be back with probably a few more games crammed into the episode. So let's do it. Basel away in Switzerland. Alright then guys, so last game of the episode, away in Switzerland to face Basel, who nearly made it to the Conference League final in real life. They conceded in like the 99th, it was extra time, so it was like the 129th minute against Fiorentina to get knocked out in the end. But we've made quite a few changes for this one. Some were enforced. Wesley Fofana was down for 5 days. Go on, Reece. Oh, brilliant start. Carney again with the goal. Well, we started like a house on fire with that goal in the first 5 minutes. And then our fire sort of fizzled out. A lot of blowing smoke and no real end product. Here's KWP down the left, does really well and finds Bertrand to the byline, looking to find Havertz. Bertrand will deliver from this side. Not got very good corner stats, but that's why we want Havertz in the middle, because he can do something special just like that. We've seen quite a few overhead kicks, especially from corners in this save. You think back to Lorenzo Pellegrini, Paulo Dybala, Pau Torres last year as well. And now Kai Havertz. Well, there is the full-time whistle here in Switzerland. It was very comfortable in the end. Only the 2 goals for us today, but it really should have been more. 2 wins from 2 in the group, and we've won every single game to kick off this season. Definitely time, I think, to start playing with the sliders from the beginning of the next episode. Alright then guys, that will do it for this episode as we round out the month of September. Obviously had that Carabao Cup 3rd round victory win away at Fratton Park. We will of course play Manchester City in round 4 in the Premier League. We are 6 wins from 6, 19 scored, just a 3 conceded, but only a 2-point lead over Manchester City, who are probably the favourites for the competition. And in the Champions League, with that win in Switzerland, sees us 6 wins on the board from a possible 6, 2 wins from 2, Benfica on 4 and Milan at just the 1 point so far. We'll have a look how our ex-teams are doing. Roma beaten PSG by a goal to nil and then drew with Dynamo Kiev. Tough group for them, but they've started pretty well. Atletico Madrid, just the 1 win, lost to Juventus before beating Sporting. And Leverkusen, I remember, had a tough group. Where are they? Group A, no points on the board, although they have only played the 1 game. They lost at home to Manchester United. I'd love all of my teams to get through and we can maybe have a rerun going back to one of our former clubs. But as I say, guys, that will end it for today's episode. I hope you have enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts on the slider situation. I do think from the next one we will start implementing a couple of sliders. But guys, I hope you're still enjoying. Let me know if you are. I'd love to see all the comments coming through. So make sure to drop a comment down below, hit the subscribe button, and I will see you for the next one. Peace.